Most VA buyers in San Diego don't hear this, and it can end up costing them thousands of dollars at closing. In this video, I'm going to break down 7 important things about VA loans that many buyers overlook, and if you're buying with VA loan, you need to watch every second of this video. What's up everyone, James Alzheimer here, San Diego Realtor and a Navy veteran. Look, the VA loan is one of the best benefits you've earned through your service. But the truth is, not every lenders explain the VA loan same way, not every lender specializes in it. Some buyers end up paying fees they didn't expect, or they miss benefits that could have saved them serious money simply because no one explained it clearly. So today I'm pulling back the curtain and breaking it all down in a simple language. If you're using a VA loan in San Diego, this could be one of the most important videos you watch. Let's get into it. Secret 1, you don't have to pay many closing costs. One of the biggest things VA buyers don't realize that VA loans limit what fees you can be charged. This is one of the protections built in the VA loan program. With a VA loan, there are certain fees that are not allowed to be charged to the buyer. This is meant to protect veterans and active duty service members from unnecessary costs. Now, I'm not saying you won't have closing costs at all, because you will, but the VA loan is designed so buyers are not paying the things that they shouldn't be paying for. The important part is this: not every lender explains this clearly, and not every lender handles the VA loan same way. Some lenders are very familiar with VA rules, others do VA loans once in a while, and that's where buyer can end up paying more than what they need to. This is why it's so important to work with a lender who actually specializes in VA loans and understands which fees are allowed and which ones are not. As a buyer, you don't need to memorize every rule. You just need to ask the right questions and make someone reviewing your numbers carefully. When your VA loan is structured correctly, it can save you thousands of dollars at closing and make the process much smoother. That's one of the biggest advantages using your VA loan benefit with the right way. Secret number 2, you can reuse your VA loan benefit multiple times. A lot of VA buyers think that they can use their VA loan only one time. That is not true. The VA loan benefit is not only one-time benefit. In many cases, you can use it again and again. Using your VA loan benefit once does not automatically mean you lose it forever. Depending on your situation, you're able to use your VA loan again after selling a home, restore your VA entitlement, or even buy another home while you still have an active VA loan. This is something many buyers don't hear about, simply because it can be more complex and not every lender explains it clearly. The important thing to understand is this: your VA loan benefit is flexible, but every situation is different. How much you can buy, whether you can buy again, and how it works all depend on things like your remaining VA entitlement, your debt to income ratio, your current loan balance, and price of the next home. This is why it's so important to talk to someone who understands VA loans well and can run the numbers correctly. You don't need to guess or assume you cannot use your VA loan again. In many cases, you still have options. Knowing this alone can open the door to buying another home when you didn't think it was possible. Alright, listen, if you're serious about using your VA loan the right way in San Diego, I want to help you. You can head to jamesosrealtor.com, the link is in the description below, and book a free strategy call with me. On that call, I'll walk you through your situation, what you qualify for, what areas make sense for your budget, and what your real options are. I can also connect you with local lenders here in San Diego who specialize in VA loans, so you're getting guidance from the people who actually understands VA rules and how this market works. No pressure, just a real guidance from someone who's been there. Alright, let's keep going. Secret number 3, the VA funding fee can be waived or reduced. One important cost VA buyers need to understand is the VA funding fee. The VA funding fee is a one-time fee that helps keep the VA loan program running, so veterans can buy a zero down and no mortgage insurance. For many VA buyers, this fee is usually about 2.15% of the loan amount if you're using VA loan for the first time and with no money down. For example, on a $500,000 home, that's a little over $10,000. Now, here's the good news. The VA buyers do not pay this fee in cash. The VA funding fee is rolled into the loan, meaning it's added to your mortgage instead of coming out of your own pocket at closing. But here's the part many veterans don't know, and this is very important. If you're a veteran with service-connected disability rating of 10% or higher and you're receiving VA disability compensation, the VA funding is completely waived. That means you're paying zero funding fee, no percentage, no partial fee, it's fully removed. This can save you thousands of dollars when you're buying a home in San Diego. Your lender will confirm this using VA eligibility documents during the loan process. Understanding whether you qualify for this exemption and making sure it's applied correctly can make a huge difference using your VA loan. Secret number 4, sellers think that VA loans are weak, and they are wrong. A lot of sellers in San Diego think that VA loans are weak. They think VA loans take too long, fall apart, or harder to close. You'll hear things like, we prefer conventional and VA loans are risky. But the truth is, that belief is outdated. VA loans actually have a 90% or higher approval rate, which is higher than conventional loans when they're handled the right way. What really matters is not the loan type. What really matters is the agent, the lender, and how well the file is prepared. A VA buyer with a strong pre-approval, clean paperwork, an experienced VA lender can be just as competitive and sometimes more competitive than a conventional buyer. Most problems people hear about VA loans come from working with lenders and agents who don't specialize in VA loans. When the VA process isn't understood, things slow down, and that's where the bad reputations come from. But with the right agent, with the right VA lender, VA loans close smoothly and on time, just like any other loan. So VA loans are not weak, they're powerful when they're done correctly. And in a market like in San Diego, having a team that knows how to present and explain the VA loan makes a huge difference. Secret number 5, you can buy up to $3 million with zero down using a VA loan in San Diego. Most people think that VA loans have a price limit. They think once you pass $600,000 or $700,000, you cannot use a VA loan anymore. That is not true. The VA loan itself doesn't have a maximum purchase price limit. That's why with the right financial profile, some VA buyers in San Diego can qualify for homes up to $3 million or more with zero down payment. Now, let me explain what actually matters. The VA loan does not cap the price. Your finances do. Lenders look at things like your income, your monthly debts, your debt to income ratio, and how comfortable the payment is for you. So two buyers using the same VA loan benefit can qualify for very different price ranges. And this is also why the lender you work with matters so much. An experienced VA lender knows how to properly run the numbers, structure the loan, and tell you what is realistic, not just what sounds good. So yes, VA loans can be used for very high priced homes in San Diego, but it all comes down to your income, your debts, and working with the right team who understands VA loans at a high level. That's what most people don't realize. Secret number 6, you can use your VA loans for investment properties with a strategy. A lot of people think that VA loans are only buying for single family home. That is not true. With a VA loan, you can buy multi-unit property like a duplex, triplex, or fourplex, as long as you live in one of the units. This is one of the most powerful ways to use your VA loan. The VA loan requires an owner occupancy, meaning that you have to live in the property, but it doesn't say that you cannot rent the other units. So the strategy works like this. You buy a 2 to 4 unit property, you live in one unit, and you rent out the other units to help cover the mortgage. That rental income can make your monthly payment much more manageable, and in some cases, it can even cash flow every month when you move out. This strategy is called house hacking. It allows you to live in San Diego while building long-term wealth instead of just paying rent. Of course, the numbers still have to make sense. Your income, your rents, and the property itself all matter. That's why it's important to work with people who understands how to run the numbers correctly for VA multi-unit properties. But when it's done the right way, this can be one of the smartest ways for active duty service members and veterans to use their VA loans. Secret number 7, not all lenders know how to do VA loans right. Here's the last secret, and this one really matters. Not all lenders actually specialize in VA loans. Many lenders offer VA loans, but they only do few of them each year. When that happens, small things can get missed. Things like not reviewing VA rules early, not structuring the VA loan correctly, slow communication, or not explain the VA loan clearly to the seller's agent. These issues don't always kill a deal, but they can cause delays, stress, or extra costs that could have been avoided. An experienced VA lender knows what to look for early, keeps the process smooth, and explains the VA loan properly so everyone feels confident. In a competitive market like in San Diego, that experience makes a real difference. The VA loan is a very powerful benefit, but it works best when it's handled by people who truly know VA loans. Your VA loan is one of the most powerful financial tools you have, and you earned it through your service. But if you don't know how to use it correctly, or if you're working with people who don't truly specialize in VA loans, you could be leaving money on the table. I'm James Ozdemir, San Diego Realtor and a Navy veteran. I work with active duty members and veterans here in San Diego, helping them understand their options and use their VA loan the right way. If you're ready to stop guessing and start getting clean answers, head to jamesozrealtor.com. The link is in the description below. You can book a free strategy call with me, where I'll go over your situation, what you qualify for, what neighborhoods fit your goals, and what a smart plan looks like for your future. I can also connect you with local VA lenders here in San Diego who specialize in VA loans, so you're working with people who actually understand the program and this market. You can also download my free VA loan guide on house hacking blueprint below. San Diego is an incredible place to call home. Let's make sure you do it the right way. I'll see you in the next one.